folks, this is Sarah with Obadiah's, and today I am here to review the North Wood Cookstove. This is a Serbian import for us. We've been selling it for a couple of years. I have two models right here. I have, this one is the Hydro model, which is a full-blown boiler model, and this one here is just the standard wood cook stove. So this is available in two color finishes. Obviously this one here is the stainless, looks pretty nice. You can also do just a flat black, which kind of gives it a more traditional style feel. So let's get into the nitty gritty of the stove. Let's look at the boiler model first, which is my stainless Hydro here. So this is primarily going to be a sheet metal stove. Your cast iron components are your flue collar, and you do have a cast iron grate in the firebox. Now this one being the Hydro model, it does have water that fully surrounds the top and the sides of the firebox. So here you're only going to have a fire brick lining on the bottom, whereas your standard model over here is fully refractory lined. The top, the bottom, and the sides, all fully fire brick. You do have a nice ash pan located directly below the firebox. Pretty good size, easy to pull out, easy to clean. This model does have fully gasketed doors on both the firebox and the oven. So, for the overall size of this stove, it produces a bit of heat. Depending on your square footage, it'll heat approximately 1,600 square feet. I apologize, depending on your insulation and your climate zone. So 1,600 square feet would be like a well-insulated home that probably doesn't drop below 0 degrees too often. So, firebox is a very decent size. This one will take a 17-inch log, which is great. Because generally on these smaller wood cook stoves, you do have to cut a smaller log. It does have the air wash design, so your glass will stay burning clean. Very nice feature to have. Now, what's my favorite on the North stove is actually going to be the oven. Now, for the overall footprint of this stove, it has a pretty darn large oven. You can actually get a full turkey pan in here, plus having enough room for a whole nother cookie sheet. So it does come with one oven rack and 3 different slots that you can use here. So depending, you might want to order an extra oven rack. That's nice to have. Of course, your oven clean out is located on the front of the stove, as it should be for easy clean out. You do get an extra pan drawer down here, so you can store pans in here. You could actually store some kindling in here. Now you wouldn't want to keep like the kindling in here for a month straight without ever using it, but if you had some wet wood and you needed a place to dry it out, that's an excellent place to do that. Or just to store pans or, you know, whatever. This one does have the option to change the flue. So this particular stove can be a top or actually a rear vent. So that's nice. There's not a whole lot of rear vent cook stoves on the market. So that's definitely a nice feature to have. Now you can also change what side the flue is ordered on. So this here is shown as a right-hand flue, which means your firebox is on the left. If you were to switch this to be a left-hand flue, that will move your firebox from the right to the left, and then your oven would then be on the left-hand side. So very versatile, can fit a variety of applications. Now the cooktop is removable in 2 pieces, which is nice if you ever, you know, for longevity purposes, this stove is definitely designed to come apart and have replacement parts. So, built for longevity. Now, this is a convection style stove. You can see these airflows across the top here, and then you also have it on the other side across the top. What that means is this outer stainless panel that you see is different from the inner sheet metal firebox. So essentially they give you about an inch of airspace here. That allows the heat to come up underneath, rise up, and create a convection. So if this thing was burning and you were to stick a lighter over the top, you would actually see that your flame is moving. That's what we call convection. That's what helps to pump the heat across the house without any type of blower on the particular stove. So this product is going to be both UL and ULC listed. Again, this hydro model is used for hydronic heating systems. So basically like a boiler. You can use it for radiant in-floor heating, like wall or cast radiators, or even baseboard heat. The boiler model is not for domestic hot water. Domestic hot water operates at a higher PSI, so it's not compatible. However, the standard model over here does have the option to add a domestic water coil. So if you wanted to, we can go ahead and install that at the factory for you. So you would get the standard model, which is going to have the full fire brick lining in here. The water coil goes across the top and then it plumbs out the rear. Now that would be a gravity-fed domestic hot water system that does not require any pumps to operate. So very great for off-grid applications. And again, both are going to be ULC listed for homeowners insurance purposes. The draft control is going to be slightly different on the hydro versus the standard model. Here you get a dial control. Once you set it, it's self-modulating, and that's the water. Here, it is not automatic draft. You adjust it here, back and forth for your airflow. And talked about the oven size. Very large oven. Of course, the black one has the pan warmer as well, pulls out, all the same kind of features. You do also have draft controls located above here as well. So you'll have two draft controls. You have the bottom, you have the top, and then you also have your oven draft control. Now you only want to activate the oven when you are actually baking. These do get hot, so they do give you a tool to be able to open and close these during operation. So again, this is Sarah with Obadiah's. Today I'm here talking to you about the North Wood Cookstove. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.